Rocky's calling in.
He was heading right up there.
Yeah. Can we confirm that he's online before we begin? Is he online? Can we confirm that
Rocky.
he's online?
Nope, I don't think so. I don't see him, don't hear him. What's he calling in?
He said he was only gonna call in if you needed him for a quorum.
Oh, okay,
Oh.
all right, okay, because
Oh, we're good
he
then.
said he was gonna call in, okay,
Oh.
so, we have, all of our participants are going to be here, and knowing that now, we will, call the meeting to order with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
These proceedings are being recorded for the sole purpose of constituting the accuracy of written minutes. Tapes are reused, eliminating recorded records of these proceedings.
Okay,
Ryan, do you want to turn your mic on, please? See for the approval.
Second.
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. Report of executive sessions held. There was one held earlier today at 9 a.m. Were there any others? No? Okay. And we will now move on to report of committees, and the first item on the agenda is the maintenance report.
Sites Brothers were in for their monthly service. Mulligan Glass was contacted again to find out the status of the glass and booking. They are scheduled to replace it on Thursday the 19th. CSI was in to measure the control panels to get ready to update the system. Train was in for their quarterly preventative maintenance on the rooftop units. Allstate was in to empty the grease trap and the grinder pit. John Alvarez has the pump house alarm system working. The system sends out texts when there are alarms present. The showers and special block, the ceiling was fixed by maintenance. That's the end of the report.
Any questions on the maintenance report?
Any problems with the pumps or additional issues there? Has that been straightened out? Did that tank, expansion tank replacement help, or don't you know?
I'm not really sure. So far, I know the alarm system, because I get the notifications as well. They seem to be going on and offline quite a bit, sporadically. So, and I told Rodney about it. I don't know if he was gonna check with Mr. Alvarez on that. If that's something normal, if that's a routine kind of maintenance on and offline.
But the system's working.
The system is working. It'll show when it's online and
Sheriff, I think Tom.
Yes.
Just to clarify, Ryan, you said the shower ceilings are fixed? In special-
the upper tier. The lower tier still needs to be repaired.
I did not expect that.
Okay.
If there's no other comments on the maintenance report, we'll move on to the work release report. Mr. Schubeck?
Good afternoon, everyone. In front of you is the monthly work release report. There were a total of 8 participants on the work release program. 4 are currently on. We had 2 leave successfully, and 2 others were removed for disciplinary reasons, specifically hot urines. Also submitted is the monthly totals, the finances for the month. If there's any questions, I can certainly answer those.
Are there any questions about the work release report? Okay. Move on to the warden's report. Deputy Warden?
The monthly numbers are in front of everyone. Currently, as of today, we have 199 inmates, and 158 are males, and 40 are females. Currently, we have 3 inmates at the hospital. And we're trying to figure a way of, working with the sheriff's department again to get those posts covered. Hopefully they won't be in, extended period of time, but we're kinda unsure. Two of them went in the last 2 days, so.
Any questions on the warden's report?
Could we get an update on the vaccination status?
Warden Banta has all the numbers, you know.
I think we did get a report on that though, didn't we?
They did say that, I don't even recall the numbers, but they are coming in every 30 days now from the Department of Health.
Yes.
About 56%.
Yeah.
Double that, right, Tom?
Yeah, fully vaccinated, and
Fully
then,
vaccinated.
the last report I saw was that the warden has now arranged to have medical teams in place every 30 days to administer vaccines for those who want or need them.
As I recall, I think our last meeting, we talked about an incentive, program, for that.
And how about for employees?
I'm sorry?
Employees?
I don't know, what the status is on employees. I'm not sure if we have those figures or if we can report them at all.
Okay,
I think so.
all right, thank you.
Any other questions about the warden's report? If not, we can entertain a motion to accept it.
So move.
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. Since we met in executive session this morning, unless there's a new topic that came up, I don't believe it's necessary today. And we will move right on to the personnel report.
A purpose of the executive sessions. Normally, we'd give a general characterization of what the purpose of the executive session was, correct? Such as for personnel reasons, for contractual reasons.
Right. Okay, so executive session was for a variety of personnel and managerial discussions. Personnel report is up next.
Motion to approve the personnel report as presented.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. Okay, we'll now move on to old and new business. Under old business, we still have an ongoing issue with the camera systems and the district attorney's access to those systems. Is there any update on where we are with that as far as maintenance agreements? I think that was what we were waiting for, is a maintenance contract. Is that still being worked on?
Yeah, as far as I know, it's still being collaborated between the county and the vendor.
Okay,
I haven't heard any update, any finalization on that.
okay. And is that going to solve the issue with the district attorney's access then, once we have that?
It should. I know when I spoke to one of the gentlemen at that company, he said that our servers, different things need to be updated, and that might be covered under that contract. And that might be why there's issues sometimes with them gaining access, because they have to be on the same, they have to have the updates, basically, to run that system. And same with us. I guess every so often it has to update for it to run correctly. And that's something having that contract would enable us to do, is have those updates continuously. So we probably wouldn't have the issues that we have. So I'm hoping.
Okay, is there any update from the county on where that stands? Do we have any update on that? Nothing? Do we know what the next step is so that we don't lose track of this?
No. Is that the contract with CSI for the control panels and that?
Is that who it is?
I thought
No, I
that's
don't-
who
I
it
don't think
was, and I
CS
thought we had approved that already. I could be wrong. I know we talked about it, if it was an upgrade to the panel in Central, I believe.
It's not I don't think that's the cameras,
No,
I didn't think so.
Okay,
no.
that was, had nothing, okay.
The
'Cause I know
CSI
they
did
do
the
cameras as well.
intercoms, and now they're doing the panels.
Okay, all right. So that being the case, Deputy Warden, would you reach out to the warden and have her contact the county and
Sure.
just find out what
Check
we need to do next?
purchasing, see where it's at.
Or
maybe.
purchasing, yeah. We just asked the warden to follow up on that.
Okay.
Thank you. Second item under old business that I have is we were advised by the warden that the prison programming, drug and alcohol, mental health, and all those programming issues are going to be resolved by September 1st, and they can resume. The warden said she's going to make the proper notifications. And then the third item that I have under old business is to report that the prison board received the final evaluation report from the prison assessors. The board accepted the report and authorized the warden to implement a plan of action to address the recommendations. Those recommendations are related to the physical plant, personnel, and security matters. Because the issues are intertwined, the evaluators recommended that the report remain confidential at this time. It is the intention of the board, however, to disclose identified issues when they have been resolved so as not to compromise the integrity and security of the facility. Is there any other old business to attend to? Okay, we'll move on to new business. The prison board was presented with a revised job description for the warden's position. It appears in order and has been adopted by the board. Are there any other matters for new business? Okay. Move on to correspondence. No correspondence. Solicitors report, counsel. Is there any further business before the prison board today? Hearing none, we will stand adjourned. Thank you very much. It's not really a record because we had the first phase this morning.
Yeah, those two together.
Yeah.